want to try and start planning.
The question was it very appropriate to go back to nobody else in the picture?
No, I mean Rohit's a great player, so it's not like it's forced upon us.
I'll answer that one because Ajit was the question that you asked. He was not part of the selection committee at that point. We've actually in the past, if you have noticed, whichever format happens, we give priority to that format, and especially us being where we are, a lot of players were given breaks if there was not T20 World Cup. If there's 50-over World Cup coming up, so the focus was on 50-over World Cup. So that is why we had to miss the T20 format. And it was the same situation when we went to Australia for the World Cup, T20 World Cup. There were a lot of ODIs being played, and we missed a lot of ODIs at that point as well. So, and Test cricket was the constant format that we kept playing because obviously that is the format you don't want to miss, and you give a lot of priority to that. And that is what we discussed as the selection committee group and the coaches and some of the players as well. Ajit came a little later into the picture, so he would probably not know about what was discussed with the earlier selection committee meeting regarding who should be resting and who shouldn't be resting.
Hi, I have a question for each of you. I'll start with the team selector. Ajit, how difficult or how challenging was it to not get overly swayed by individual performances in the IPL and yet strike the balance that all of you want?
I mean, a little bit of a challenge, but like I said to Vishy before, you try and plan before the IPL starts. I think we've had our conversations over the last few months anyway. So you have a fair idea of what you're looking for. Of course, there's some great performances through the IPL which you keep a track of, fitness levels of players. But if you start getting swayed by 3 or 4 weeks of cricket, then there's something wrong in your thinking over the last few months. So, no, we were pretty clear with what we wanted to do. Of course, all the good performances are noticed, and going forward, that will help us in any case. But no, I think we were pretty clear in our thinking.
Rohit, this will again not be the first, nor will it be the last that you have no simulation time as a group just ahead of the World Cup. Does it matter?
Say again. I missed.
It will not be the first time that there is no simulation, there is no pre-tournament series as such to try out the final combination.
Yeah.
Does it make a difference, or have you made peace with it that it's highly unlikely that at least in T20s you will hardly get any time to play as a group before the World Cup?
Yeah, see, look, I think a lot of the ICC tournament that we played in the recent past, we were fortunate that we had Asia Cup before the 50-over World Cup. And we didn't have any games before the World Test Championship final last year. We straight from IPL moved into that final. So, like Ajit said rightly, we started talking about what the combination will look like, what will be our playing 11, what the pitches are in West Indies. So, you sort of make your playing 11 in your mind and, try and work around it and look at the players that can fill that role, particular role that we are looking at. So a lot of the prep, the talk, and the guys playing games, happens during the IPL, and then plus a lot of these guys have been playing this format for a while now. So it's not like there's anyone new in this particular format. They all have been playing international cricket as well, and they've been playing IPL. So, the talk of what our 15 is going to be like started much before IPL started. It is just few spots, few individuals that we had to sort of look into during IPL, because IPL, the performances changes every day. Anyone will come and score 100. Someone will get a 5 wicket. So you can't really change your planning and mindset around it. But yeah, like I said, we had clarity on what our core group is going to be like 70-80% of the squad, and then few changes if we had to make or need to pick someone, we were prepared for that as well.
Request the photographers to do not move around when they are safe. And we will now take one question at a time. There's a greenhouse here, so Rasesh will take one question.
Rohit, you were there you were captain the last World Cup. Any sort of lessons in squad formation you think that you wanted to consider in regard to this World Cup? And in that sense, any improvements that you would have considered in discussion with the top order? You're looking at someone like Yashasvi to open with you, or is there an option to open with the
All the options are open. I'm going to go to West Indies and see what is right and what can be done, because the pitch is there. I don't know. We've never played in New York, so I don't know how the pitch will be there. We've played in West Indies, but again in West Indies as well, we are playing in different venues every game. So you've got to mainly first understand what the pitches will be like and what sort of combination you need based on the opposition composition as well, what kind of teams they are playing as well. But one thing we really looked at was our middle overs hitting. Our top order hitting has been all right. It is not been bad. There are options there as well, but we wanted in the middle overs someone to come and play that role where he can play freely without worrying about who's bowling and who's not. And we picked a guy, Shivam Dube, based on what he's done in IPL and also the few games that he played before IPL as well. So, we spoke about it and we said, okay, this is what we wanted. But again, there's no guarantee what our playing 11 will look like when we go there. We will see, we will analyze. We've got a couple of practice games that we'll play and see based on what the opposition comes up, what kind of combination they have. We will try and fit our playing 11 based on that.
The question is for the chief selector. Is how big a concern is Hardik Pandya's form? I mean, and even his form was really changing the vice captaincy discussed again?
Not really. No, nothing discussed with regards to vice captaincy. That's one answer. Form, I mean, you want all guys to be in good form. I think he's come after a longish layoff. The good part that we've looked at is he's gotten through all the games so far for MI. And we've got another month and a little bit till we play our first game. So we know he's doing that, and the hope is that he keeps building on that form. So as long as he stays fit, we know what he brings, how much balance he gives the team. I don't think there's a replacement for the things that he can do as a cricketer at the moment, especially when it comes to the way he bowls. Really gives balance. I think he'll give Rohit options to play different combinations. So his fitness for us is critical, and so far, fortunately, he's gone okay in this IPL.
Ajit, my question is, what are it was to not to be clear like Rinku Singh, man, the big difference
Yeah, it's probably the toughest thing that we've had to discuss. Frankly, I mean, he's done nothing wrong. Nor has Shubman Gill, for that matter. It's again the combinations. Like Rohit said, we're not quite sure what conditions we'll get. So we wanted to try and have enough options. There are a couple of wrist spinners that were included in the squad, Chahal and Kuldeep, to give Rohit more options. Akshar again, a batting all-rounder or bowling all-rounder rather. It's just unfortunate. I don't think it's anything to do with Rinku Singh. It's not his fault that he's missed out. It's more the 15 that we felt gives with two keepers who are both terrific batters. There's already an extra batter sitting out, whoever doesn't play. So we just thought to have another bowling option might be handy going forward in the tournament. He's still one of the travelling subs. That's how close he was. It's a little bit.
All right, Indian cricket team captain Rohit Sharma and the chief selector of the BCCI Ajit Agarkar, they're holding a press conference on the T20 World Cup squad that has been announced. Let me go across to my colleague Ashish for more on this. Ashish, that big controversy that had erupted and that bone of contention that still remains on Rinku Singh not being selected. We're just getting an answer from Ajit Agarkar there saying that, we don't know how the pitch would be, and it's basically according to format, and it's just too bad that Rinku Singh could not be taken in. Also talking about Shubman Gill, who's been included in the reserves.
Right, Shreya, a lot being said there by Rohit Sharma. And of course, this is a T20 World Cup squad that has triggered a lot of conversation around the world as well, because a lot of omissions that people are talking about, and majorly, like you pointed out, that of Rinku Singh, who's of course missed out on this. And Ajit Agarkar, they're clearly pointing out the fact that he's done nothing wrong to miss out on this particular berth, which a lot of people thought that he deserved. But again, taking a look at the permutation and the combination of the team, and also the kind of conditions that they will get, because of course this is not a condition where you usually have tournaments. This is not England or Australia or South Africa where teams usually tour and they know what to expect. This is again the Caribbean and the US that we're talking about, which the teams again still are not sure what kind of conditions that they'll be getting. So that again, keeping that aside, Shubman Gill's issue is also discussed there by Rohit Sharma and Ajit Agarkar. And one of the key takeaways from this particular press conference by Rohit Sharma and Ajit Agarkar is the fact that most of the spots for the World Cup were finalized before the IPL. Everyone's talking about how the IPL was in fact a sort of a rehearsal stage for a lot of Indian players to go ahead and show their candidature for the T20 World Cup. But now Rohit Sharma and Ajit Agarkar have come out and said that most of the spots were already finalized before the IPL began. Now this again goes on to show the kind of clarity of thought as far as the Indian team management is concerned. A lot of questions are also raised before the 2023 ODI World Cup as well as to what exactly were they trying to think. But we saw in the end, when it came to the World Cup, the team performed exceedingly well. And Rohit Sharma as a captain also came to the fore. And that again is something that we are expecting from the Indian team this time around. Rohit Sharma again pointing out towards his captaincy. He said that this is not the first time that he's captained Team India, and he knows what to expect. He knows what to do in big tournaments. He's won 5 IPL tournaments as well. But again, IPL is much different than international cricket. But at the same time, even in the World Cups, India did everything right till the last match. And again, that shows that India does have the team and India does have the leader in command to do what it takes to win a World Cup. And again, all Indian cricket fans will be hoping for the best as far as this team is concerned. And again, one of the big discussions was about the wrist spinners who are in the side as well. And Ajit Agarkar clearly stating there that this was to give Rohit Sharma much more flexibility, so that in case there are slower decks that are offered to Team India, again, we still have bowling options in hand. And even if one of the leg spinners gets injured as well, if Kuldeep gets injured, we have Chahal. If Chahal gets injured, we have Akshar Patel. So multiple options that Team India has. And again, all in all, this press conference clearly gave a detailed insight as to what the planning and the strategy is as far as Team India is concerned for the T20 World Cup.